G'day guys, welcome back. Welcome to Pouring Your Heart Out. This is kind of like a two-step video. I was watching the lovely Sherry Moulton the other day. Hi Sherry. And she was gonna put like little bees in her 3D bloom. I think they were bees. But in the end, I think she forgot to put them in, and I thought, oh, what a cute idea. So I jumped on Amazon and I found some of these cute little bees. There's lots of different types. Some of them had like a little hook on the end, so that you could use it as a charm or a necklace or something. I managed to find some that don't have that, so I don't have to cut them. So what I thought I would do is, long story short, instead of just putting them upside down into my coaster for my bloom and then, you know, pouring my glitter or my stones or something on them, which I thought may actually go underneath, so you wouldn't see them. And a few of you are probably saying, well, if that's your center, why can't you kind of put them over there, okay, and then do your bloom over them? The thing is, resin doesn't like edges, and it's probably going to push away from them and disrupt the actual bloom, like petal, is what I'm thinking. So this is why I'm going to try this and see how this goes. These are just like little black crushed rocks. They're quite fine, and I thought that would be pretty for the center of my sunflower. I'm going to try a sunflower. So I thought I'll do 4 of these, and then just see how we go. And I'm going to use the UV resin. Again, I don't know if UV resin will cure through stones. Maybe if I do a really thin layer it would. So that's what we're going to do, and then I'll do the bloom and use this in my center. How's that sound? Pretty good? So to start with, we'll put a few of these in here. Probably enough. I want to try sunflower. I am going to make you guys a sunflower mold, like a tray mold. So that'll be coming as soon as I can get around to organising it, to making it. But hopefully that will be coming in the next month or so. All right, now we want to make a paste, really. We don't want it to be too kind of runny. I don't want it to run away too much. So it's probably a bit too thick. I'll add a bit more. So this is, might help if I take the lid off. It looks the same when the lid's on and the lid's off. A little bit more. Okay, hopefully this will work. If not, I'm not wasting a lot of product here. And I've just got my little silicone mat on my board here, so that I can work on that and then peel them off. So basically what I want to do is, I don't want to put the stone down first. I want to put, well actually I do. Yes. No, I don't know what I want to do. Yes I do. I don't really know, you guys. Oh, that's a bit thick still. I don't really know how I'm going to do this. I'm just winging it. I'm winging it. You wing it with me. This is because they're not, oh yeah, they are kind of flattish. So we'll put a little bit of that down. I am going to have to cure these from both sides, no doubt. I think this is going to work. And then we're going to do that just to stick him down, push him down, like so. I think that works. And then this is where I'm just going to come in. Actually, probably need something a little bit smaller than that. So I don't want a really huge center. If I'm doing a tray, like it's okay, but if I'm just going to do coasters, I don't want a really big center. So I'll just add. Oh, that's not working very well, is it? Nope. All right, we'll have to stick with this. Just have to be more careful. I just want to kind of put a little bit on. See, I don't want it going over the bee's back. This is the thing. This is why I wanted to do it this way, because I thought if I did it that way, because it's curved, it's moving, and then I poured the black over. It's probably going to go underneath, and then it's going to come up over the back of the bee. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? And I think that would, yeah, like spoil it. You wouldn't see the bee's back because the crushed glass would be over the top of it. So anyway, this is just my theory. Kind of make it into a bit of a circle here. Don't want it too thick. I don't want it totally round either, because, you know, nature isn't totally round. Okay, it's all right on that side, and a tiny bit on this side. It's a bit clumpy, but that's good. I don't know if it's going to cure or not, but hopefully it will. I'll have to turn it over and cure the other side as well. I'm actually having quite fun doing the UV resin. I haven't really done much with it, but lately I have been doing a bit with it, and it's been good, been working well. So I thought this is what I'll do. And, you know, I can go ahead and make a few of these. How's that? Does that look kind of circular? So that'll be my bee sitting on its little center, and then I'll be able to do the blooms around it. And I'm going to do yellow because I want to kind of do like a sunflower inspired. It's obviously not going to look exactly like a sunflower. All right, so that's one. We'll do one. I'll see how it works, and if it works well, then I can do the other. So basically now I'm just going to cure that. I'll do 2 minutes and see how it goes. And then I can peel it back. If it's set, I can peel it back and then do the back, because the back's going to no doubt still be sticky. All right, so that's almost 2 minutes now. We'll just move that out of the way. Ah! No, it's fine. Did I scare you? Let's see. I'll take it out. Careful. Oh, yes, see, it is sticky on the back there still, because obviously it's got the you know, the bee there, so the UV is not going to cure through the bee. So, which I did expect. Now I'm just going to lay that flat, make that flat. All right, now I'll pop that over, make sure that's clean. What have I got on there? All right, now let's do the other side. I'll give that 2 minutes. When I was getting the bees, I also got some ladybugs or lady beetles. These ones have got the little hook on the top, the little bail thingy, so that'll have to be trimmed off. But they're cute, aren't they? They're a little bit higher, I guess, so I'd have to use my deeper mold for them. But they're cute. They came in a bag. I like it when things come in a jar. They came in a bag. And then the other thing I also got was I got some little butterflies. I thought they would be cute. Now I will try. It's all different colours, and they've also got the little bail. I don't think I'll bother cutting that. These ones have got it in the middle. I don't know if I'll cut it off. And then these ones, whoa, there's some of them have got it on the end there. But yeah, they're really sweet. Just from Amazon. I just Googled bee charms, ladybug charms, butterfly charms. Well, not Googled, I Amazoned. Can you do that? Can you Amazon something instead of Googling it? I searched. And so, yeah, they're really cute. I will at some stage just like try and put them into like, instead of the center of my bloom, like into the petals, just to see. I'll just do a little test. But I'm kind of thinking that the resin's going to go, get away, and move itself out of the way. But anyway, I will test it. Let's see how this little guy's doing. Yep. All right, that's cool. Look at that. That is so cool. I love it. All right. So I've got another 4 to do. So I'm going to do those. And then when I'm ready to pour I'll do a set of 4 coasters, shall I? And use these. Why not? So what we'll do is, you know how we put, I'll talk to you about it later. I'll get this done. Righto, so I've done these and look, they turned out so amazing. I love them. I didn't get a chance to pour straight away, so it's the next day because of Easter. So you're seeing this, you know, video a little bit later on, but yeah, I got sidetracked. Now, I've popped 30 grams or 1 ounce in there. That's for my white. I'm using the Promarine tabletop resin. And I have let it sit for 10 minutes to thicken up. I am using my deeper coaster mold in this only because the little bees are a little bit, they're not too thick for my regular mold, but because I want to pour resin over the top of these, over the top of the bees, because I don't want, like, I'm not going to swirl the middle, you know, and I'm thinking, oh, what do I do? So I thought, oh, I'll just do them a little bit deeper, and then I can actually, hopefully the resin will go over the top of them. Otherwise, you might see like blobs or something. I don't know. Anyway, this is my theory. I just thought, oh, I'll just make it a little bit deeper, just to cover the bees' knees. Give that a quick little torch. Yeah, so the Promarine has just been sitting for 10 minutes. I know that it has to sit for 10 minutes before I decant it. And then it takes me another 7 minutes to get everything else organized. And then I pipe at 17 minutes after I stop stirring. And that's just what I do with the Promarine. But if you're using a different resin, you'll have to work out the exact recipe, so to speak, of how long your particular resin is going to need to wait, because you have to wait for it to thicken. If you're using a 1-to-1 resin, it's already quite thick. You don't need to wait as long, but if you're using a 2-to-1 resin, it's going to be quite a thin resin and you're going to have to wait longer. All right, now I'm going to pop a little bit of resin just on the top there. And then whack that in and hopefully, no, it's still not going under. I thought it would go under. Doesn't matter. They're not very deep. Like, I haven't put a lot of resin in them. There we go. Doesn't matter. By the time I've added my white, they might go under a little bit. So yeah, I will, if anyone wants my coaster mold, I will link it in the description below, my large coaster mold. I've got a small one and a large one. This is the larger one, as in diameter. All right, so that's those done. Give my hands a bit of a spray real quick. Yeah, they're not going to sit, it's not going to sit totally flat in there. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Let's just torch around that real quick because I've got a few little bubbles putting those in. I do need to get a wriggle on. You need to, before you make your white, don't even think about your white. Get onto your alcohol inks. I kind of want a sunflower sort of theme, so I'm using yellow from Let's Resin. So the darkest is the center. So I'm going to add the next darkest one, which is called yellow. It's more like a burnt orangish sort of a yellow, I guess, and hopefully they'll spread a little bit. Oh, there's a bubble under there. Anyway, too late now, too late to debubble now. So I'm kind of putting it halfway between the little disc. Oh, I think we're running out. No, come on, you have to have enough for this one. I wish you could buy colors individually rather than have to buy the whole box again, because I always seem to run out of my favorite colors. Okay, so that's the yellow. This is the lemon yellow, the lighter one. And we'll go around the outside, halfway between that yellow there and the edge of the mold. I don't like putting too much color in. I particularly like to have a little bit of white bloom still showing. Are you running out as well? Oh, gosh. No. Didn't think about this, did I? I didn't think about running out. Come on, you can do it. I've got enough for the next one. Hope so. Might have to run and get my other. I'm hoping I've got another bottle. No, we'll be right. I think. Come on, you can do it. Oh my gosh. Now I'm just spraying little bits. Come on, you can do it. Oh, all right, it's empty. Totally empty. Okay, now that that's done, we'll concentrate on the white. I've only got like a minute to go. Now, Just Resin's titanium white. Give it a bit of a stir. This is my small stick, and I'm going to wipe both sides. I'll leave a little bit on the edges. We'll give that a bit of a stir. I want it quite... I still want it translucent. I don't want it opaque because it's just going to be too heavy. The white will sink to the bottom. The white paste is really heavy. It's dense. It sinks to the bottom, and you get your blobbies. So you want to make it more like a skim milk. You want to see through it. Now I'm just going to leave that stick in there. I'm going to get a clean stick and I'm going to dip so that I can see what it's going to look like. Okay. So that's I'm happy with that. So what I'll do is I'll just wipe half of the stick. You don't want to go putting too much in, okay? So I'm going to leave what's on the other side of the stick for now. I'm going to change back to my clean stick. See what that's looking like. That's perfect. All right, so that's just staying on there. I'm not going to use that. All right, because it's going to be too dense. Just because it's on the stick doesn't mean you have to use it. Okay, dokes. I'm going to have to run and get my other, see if I've got another yellow. My time's up. My time's up, though. I don't have any more of that yellow. I'm just going to pop in a little bit of this yellow. Because I have run out of the other one. This might look nice. I really shouldn't be putting alcohol inks in so close to when I'm piping though, because they want to keep moving. Hopefully I've got enough time. But so you can see how it's moved already. Like, you know, there's hardly any. There was like a lot of negative space around the edge. Okay. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do some rings. My 17 minutes has come and gone, so I need to up to 18 minutes now. It's not too bad, I guess, but I just need to get this done. Oops. I didn't take quite enough off. Oh gosh, no, that's a bit big. That's a bit big. My scissors got stuck. I should be using my other smaller scissors. All right, make sure you've tucked that in. All right, here we go. I'm just going to do some little swirls. Now, I'm not actually squeezing the bag. The resin's just running out because I've cut my hole a little bit big. Go right up to the edge, but don't touch the mold, because then the white resin will get stuck to the edge of the mold and it won't want to move. So don't touch the mold. That was a bit not very level that way. Not very symmetrical. Okay, wind that up a little bit more. Okay, and again with the last one, hoping my swirls are kind of, well, I'm hoping my little bee centers are centered. Okay, that's it. Now what I want to do is I just want to fix up this little blob here. where I started. See, I've got a little blob where I started. I should have actually started in the center, like on top of this. Would have been better. But I didn't think about it till then. All right, now here we go. I'm just going to use my little stick. Now just remember, you're not going to see what's on the top of this. That's where I've stopped there, I'll blend it in. Yeah, so you're not going to see what's on the center, on the top. I'm saying top and center at the same time. So it doesn't matter, just leave it. Now, because I just want petals, I'm just going to kind of just come in. I'm not going to pull out as well. I'm just going to go in. I'm just going to do all of them. And I'm going to wipe each time because I'm still wanting a kind of little bit of white on the edge. So I don't want to put the yellow back into the very edge because I like my edges to be white. So yeah, as in pulling out, I mean, like I'm not going to go back out that way because I don't want points. I just want like petal looks. Just want a petal. Have got any more bubbles? So we're going to do a clock face, 12, 6, 3, and 9. And then it's up to you if you want to just go split the middle, but I'm actually going to go 2. Probably don't have time to mess around. I'm just going to have to do it. Just going to have to do it. Oh, I'll try. There we go. I'll try. So I'm just going to be, yeah, it's making too much mess. So there we go. See how I'm just making petals now? So this one I'm kind of just splitting into 2 again. But if you wanted to have that pointed look, then all you got to do is go from the middle out. But for this particular sunflower look, I'm just going to go with this way. And still try and get that white on the outside. So I'm cleaning off my little stick so I'm not contaminating the outer white petals with the yellow. And it looks as if it's blooming already. I'm not touching the bottom of the mold. I'm not touching my little bee center. There we go. Now I will just sort of no, doesn't matter. No, doesn't matter. No, just leave it, Julie. Leave it. Oh, gosh. I like to fiddle, don't I? Just leave it. No one's going to see the top. Now, I'm so used to swirling. But I think even if I swirl, I'm just cleaning my stick. Even if I swirl, I might sort of make like a whirlpool and I might twist and pull those petals in, and I don't want it to do that. So I just want it to just stay like that. Just cleaning up, cleaning my sticks. Now don't spray these with alcohol, okay? Because you know what happens with alcohol, it hits and then it spreads. It's like when you throw a rock into a pond, it makes a little ripple and it ripples all out. So that'll do that with this. So don't do it because it'll disrupt your mold design. So just leave it, or you can zap it really carefully with your little heat gun, or you can put your heat torch on it. We're going to cover this with a top coat anyway, so if there's any bubbles on the top, on the surface there, you're not going to see them. I am going to just give it a real quick little burst of heat with my heat gun, just on low. Round and round in the middle, whoops, round and round in the middle, round and round in the middle, round and round in the middle. And then I'm just going to go around on the outside and just give it one little push around the outside, just to help it along, just in case it's thinking, I don't really want to move today. And I'm just going to say, just encourage it, just move just a little bit, please. Just a little bit. Okay, and that's it. Now don't overheat it with your heat gun, because I've waited 17 or actually 18 minutes for my resin to thicken so that my white wouldn't fall through. It would kind of be more suspended in that clear resin. So if you go heating it too much, you're just going to make it really thin and your white's going to fall through. So if you're not confident, don't use the heat gun. Just let the resin do its thing. It's going to want to move from the outside in, and as it does that, it moves that ring that you've made. It spreads, and that's what makes it bloom. Okay, that's how it works. All right, let me get my gloves off here, and I'm going to bring you down, and we'll have a little look-see. It seems to be blooming beautifully. Liking those colours. So I've actually got three shades of yellow in there. I mean, I wasn't planning to. I was only having the two, like a darker sort of orangey yellow and then a normal yellow. And then I've got that really light, sort of bright yellow in there as well. Plus some white, so it's going to be interesting. Now for my top coat, I'm going to pick up, this is how I sort of work through what colour I'm going to use. See this? I don't want to use black because it's too much. I've got black in the centre. See this little dark orangish, burnt orange kind of a colour? I'm going to find something that I can use to mimic that. And because my bee has got some little gems and glitters and crystally things in it, I'm going to add a little bit of glitter as well, just to bring the glitter from the middle to the glitter to the outside, just to make it all kind of blend. So that's my way of thinking about what I'm going to top coat for this. So we'll go around. I think the one I want is on the other side, actually. I think it is. Hang on, let's go over here. I think it's over here. Got some more over here. Yes, that's the one I want. That one. It's kind of a coppery orangish colour. And then to team that, I want to use a little bit of black because my center's black. And then I think this one, the champagne, I want to use those as well. So those three, I think will make a nice center. And I also want to use some black alcohol ink. Where are you? Where's black? There's black. Some black, just to tint it. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. So I'll have to give it like probably 6 hours before I can do the top coat. So we'll see you then. It's been a few hours, probably about 4 hours. These are touch dry. If I push my nail into them, they'd still dent. So I'm not going to do that. But I think they're hard enough to put the top layer on. Now, I have mixed up, this is my Platinum 360 Plus, because I know it's going to set quicker than the Pro Marine. So they'll both be ready to unmold tomorrow morning. Now, I've got 80 grams of A and 35 grams of B. And I put a few drops of this black alcohol ink in. But I want to do another one just to see. I don't want it opaque. You could use a little bit of pigment paste as well. You don't have to use the ink. I'm just trying to keep it transparent though. And a good way to test it is just put a little bit on your paper towel. That's kind of what colour it is. So I probably want it a little bit darker. I'll go another 2. There we go. So I don't want it opaque. I want it to look black, but I want to be able to see the glitter through it, if you know what I mean, and still have like a darkish background. There's no point having an opaque black. You won't see any of your glitter. And the glitter being heavier, it is going to sink anyway. So when you turn these over, you're going to see the glitter and hopefully you'll see some blackish background. Okay, so here we go. There's the chunky coppery one. Pour some of that in. Do I want black? Yeah, have a little bit of black. We don't need much, just a little bit of black. Like so. And then this one here, champagne-ish colour. There we go. That should just lighten it a little bit. See how that goes. I don't want it to be like too thick of glitter. I want to be able to see you know, through the glitter. I want to see through the black. I want to see through the glitter. I don't want much, do I? I'm not asking for much here. Not at all. All right, let's put some more glitter in. I'll just go slowly with it to add, because I'm not sure exactly how much I need to begin with. It's half a cup of resin, so it's a decent amount. And I know it looks quite dark in there, but I'm only going to put a very thin layer on, so hopefully it will be okay. Put that lid on before I knock that over. Alrighty, so here we go. And I'm just going to grab my little palette knife, offset spatula thingy. And I'll just use that. Hope I got enough of the copper glitter in there. I'll do a little bit more. A little bit more. There we go. Oh, a little bit more. That's probably too much. Okay. Because, yeah, I want to pick up that sort of coppery colour with that sort of coppery, orangish, copperish colour there. So, all right, let's see if that works now. So we'll pour a little blob out. And just push that to the edges. It's a good idea just to do one at a time. If your resin's not quite set yet, if you pour a puddle of wet resin on it and don't move it quickly, that outer ring may stay in your first layer. That's happened to me before. So now I just pour one layer, spread it, move to the next one. See, if I just left that like that, the weight of it could potentially leave a ring. So yeah, just to be on the safe side, I'll spread one at a time. It's looking quite dark. Hopefully it will still look really pretty. It's looking pretty on this side. Oh, I can see a bubble. There we go. Cover it over. It's looking really pretty on this side. Probably when we lift it up and look at it through the sun, you know, through the light, you'll be able to see through it. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I might have put too much glitter in it, but it's okay. As long as we can see the glitter, and that's picking up that coppery colour in the centre, I will be a happy girl. Happy little camper. Alright, so we'll finish this one. I'll do the next one. Give it a little torch. If you want to, you can give it a spray with your isopropyl alcohol, because it's the back here. It's going to be the underside. It doesn't matter if it leaves like little spots or watermarks or something like that. It should be fine. Or you could just give it a little zap with your heat gun again. Now I'm just going to look across the top and see if they're all kind of level-ish. Okay, got a tiny bit left. Okay, let's do this one. One little puffy heart. I don't think I've got enough for two, but I'll have enough for one. So yeah, the glitter is heavier, so it will kind of sink to the middle, the bottom of the puffy heart, but it should still look quite pretty. Now there's a tiny bit there. I'm just going to sort of divide that into the others. And then, yeah, basically that's pretty much it for me. I'll just scrap that out. There's really not much left. Not much to do with it. It's looking really pretty. Okay, let's be done. I will see you guys tomorrow. Quick little torch. And I'll see you tomorrow for the unmolding. So excited about this one, you guys. So excited. They're set. It's the next day, bright and early. Haven't even had my coffee yet. So if I don't have my coffee, you know I am super, super excited, which I am. Let's get them out. Pop them over here. And then we'll have a little look, hey? Oh gosh, I really hope these have worked. I put so much time and effort into the centers, you know, making those little centers. So I hope it works. I hope it looks really pretty. Okay. And we've got a little puffy heart as well to do. I'll do that later. Put him over there. All right, let's do one at a time, just so that the camera knows what to focus on. Look how sparkly it is. It's picking up a whole rainbow of colours, isn't it? Wow, that's so cool. All right, let's have a look. Without further ado, will it work? Yes! Oh, wow, look at that. That is so pretty. Wow, look at it. Do you like the shimmer of the glitter on the background? And you can still kind of see through it a little bit too. That is so good. Let's look at all the others. Right, here we go. There's another one. Oh, it's just the same. It's so good. Wow. Now I did the circles and then I just pulled through the lines. So you can see we've got these little baby petals here around the center. So that's good. I wasn't quite sure like how the center was going to, you know, join up with everything else, but I think that looks really pretty that way it's done that. There's another one. Look, I've got a tiny little bubble under there. I was trying not to get bubbles, but you get bubbles with resin, don't you? It's just part of it. So cool. Love it. I don't know that I can see a difference in the two yellows that I used, the lighter yellows. I can see that the center yellow is kind of, you know, that orangish yellow. But out here I can't really see, I don't think I can see two different yellows. Last one. Oh, look, this is the one where I kind of swirled the center. And I said to you, I was worried that if I swirled it, I might get that, you know, swirling kind of effect going on because I've pulled all the resin in, like twisted it. So you can see that, yes, that's happened. So don't do that. Just pull in from the edges and we get that gorgeous petally effect. Oh, look at that. That is so cool. I love these. And the bees all glittery and the coasters are all glittery. That looks so cool. Oh, we better do the puffy heart, hadn't we? Better do the puffy heart, and then I'll take you down for a bit of a close-up. Here we go. Out it comes. Okay. And there it is. Look at that. That looks so cool. It's got a little bit of side there that's hasn't got much glitter in it because glitter's fallen through to the back, but it's ready to hang. You can put a little bit of leather or chain or whatever on there and it is ready to go. All right, okay, let's get you down, have a little look at these. Let's get off my stand. Get off my stand. All right, here we go. If I can get some better light in there. Maybe not. What do you think of that glittery edge? I'll go and put them in the light a bit later on once I've had my coffee. I probably did that center, the first ring, I probably did it a little bit on the thicker side. But these ones here, these have, you know, bloomed and spread beautifully. There wasn't much room like for these ones to actually bloom because when you put something in resin, the resin wants to move away from it. You know how you've got like points on the end of your coaster mold or whatever, and the resin always wants to pull away from them. So the resin is probably wanting to pull away from the center, so it hasn't bloomed as well in the middle. That's okay. The effect is still quite nice there. It looks as if it's, you know, the tiny little buds opening up around the center. So there we go. Hope you've enjoyed that video. Definitely want to use some more of my bees and my butterflies and my ladybugs, and we'll definitely make some more, hey, because that was a lot of fun. Really enjoyed that. Okay, off for a coffee. Thank you so much for watching. Love you all. Take care, and I'll see you for the next video. Bye for now.